Hi everybody, this is Jenny from By Jenni Designs, and today I'm going to show you how to work up this really easy women's twisted ear warmer. For this pattern, you're going to need about 100 yards of Bernat roving yarn. You're going to need a size L or 8mm crochet hook, a large eye darning needle, and a pair of scissors. We're going to be working up the women's size ear warmer today. This will also fit a teen. The head circumference should be 21 to 22 inches, but after you see how this is worked up, you'll be able to easily make changes so that it could fit smaller sizes. You pretty much just need to make a shorter chain in the beginning for smaller sizes, and then depending how small you're going, you'll just need to work a couple less rows. So to begin, we're going to work up a chain of 54. So make your slip knot, and then chain 54, go ahead and continue to work on your chain, and then meet back up with me here when you've gotten your 54. I have my chain of 54 here. I'm just going to give you a quick measurement. So you should have about 18.5 inches. Okay, so now we're going to be half double crocheting into each chain across. And you don't have to do this, but I like to use these back bumps here. It just gives it a nice clean edge when you're done with the pattern. So go ahead and half double crochet into the second chain from the hook. And then continue to half double crochet into each chain across. Go ahead and work your way all the way across, and I'll meet up with you at the end of the row. Okay, I've made my way to the end of the row here. For row 2, we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to turn. And now your stitch count for every single row should be 53 half double crochet. Okay, so for row 2, we're going to be using this lower loop. This is your back loop, this is your front loop, and this is your lower front loop. So go ahead and half double crochet into each lower loop all the way across. I'll just show you a couple here. Work your way all the way across using this lower loop, and then I'll meet up with you at the end of the row. All right, I'm just working my last half double crochet of row 2. For row 3, you're going to chain 1 and turn. And now we're going to be half double crocheting into the back loops only all the way across. Go ahead and work your way across, and I'll meet up with you at the end of the row. Okay, I'm just working my last stitch of row 3. For row 4, we're going to chain 1 and turn. And now for the rest of the pattern, we're just going to be repeating row 2 and 3, alternating the 2. We're going to be doing this for 9 rows total. So if you'd like to continue alternating those 2 and skip ahead to where we're joining the ends of the ear warmer, you can. Otherwise, I'm going to be working through each row. So for row 4, we're going to be half double crocheting into this front lower loop again. Go ahead and half double crochet all the way across using this lower loop, and then I'll meet up with you at the end of the row. Okay, I'm just finishing up row 4. For row 5, we're going to chain 1 and turn, and now half double crochet into each back loop across. Continue your way across and I'll meet up with you at the end of the row. Okay, I'm just finishing up row 5. For row 6, chain 1, turn, and now half double crochet into this front lower loop all the way across, and I will see you at the end of the row. I am just finishing up row 6. For row 7, chain 1, turn, and half double crochet into each back loop only all the way across, and I will see you at the end of the row. Okay, here I am at the end of row 7. Row 8, chain 1 and turn, half double crochet into your front lower loop all the way across, and I will see you at the end of the row. I am just finishing up row 8 here. For row 9, chain 1 and turn, and now this is our final row. Go ahead and half double crochet into each back loop only all the way across, and then meet back up with me here. I am working up my final stitch of row 9. After row 9, you can fasten off, and you're going to want to leave a little bit of a longer tail end here because we're going to use this to sew the ends together. Grab my scissors. Okay, so here's what the right side of our fabric looks like. Here's the wrong side. This side is pretty even too. Okay, so with the right side up, we're going to be sewing these together. So we essentially have a C and a backwards C is how we're going to be holding it. You're just going to put them together like this, and we're going to be sewing back and forth. So let me thread my needle here. Okay, so hold these together. I'm gonna just pull this through. Okay, now when you sew back and forth, you're going to want to make sure you're grabbing loops from each of the 4 sections here. Okay, so I've sewn across, and now I'm going to sew back across so that I can knot these 2 ends together. is kind of pulling apart there. Sometimes if it gets thin, this roving yarn can break off. Okay, before I knot these together, I'm just going to use this end here to make one more stitch so that it's not hanging off the side here. So stitch it through this way and then come back here. Then we can tie these two together. And now we just need to sew these two ends in. Just weave them in the best you can. And I like to go back and forth 3 times here. I'm just going to work this one over to a different row so it doesn't get too bulky in one spot. Okay, now you just need to turn your ear warmer right side out and it's ready to be used. Thanks so much for watching along and crocheting with me. I hope I will see you again very soon.